Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the While We Walk podcast, where I discuss my thoughts for the day. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2024. It's 10:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am walking indoors again, and that's because it's raining today, and it's expected to rain tomorrow as well. So for the next couple of days, I'm going to be walking indoors. And yeah, so in non-related news, in terms of my workouts and my eating, there's a crazy trading thing, futures trading evaluation account thing that's going on starting from 6 p.m. today. And I'm going to be gunning for it. So that's really what's currently on my mind right now. If I could pass that, oof, there's a lot of great things that could come out from that. And I'm going to do every means possible in order to try to get that. Now, I got till Monday to see if I could pass it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it pans out. But yeah, I'm gonna be gunning for it, and if it's successful, then the sky's the limit in what I could do. So that's what's currently on my mind. In terms of everything else, I'm gonna stick to around 2,000 calories now. So my weight this morning was only gained like 1.2 pounds, which is not too bad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat pasta today. And it's going to be around, I'd say around below 2,000 if I had to guess. Because I'm going to eat one, whatchamacallit, one, I can't even think right now because that deal is so insane. But basically, yeah, I can't even think because the deal that they're doing, if I pass that, oh man, the sky's the limit in what I could do. So I'm really attempting to see how I could go about approaching this, because the way I'm thinking is if I pass those 20 accounts, geez Louise, man. And I'm trying to structure to see how I could try to survive that. But yeah, that's the plan of action. I'm going to I'm gonna see what I could do here. I'm just really thinking about that thing right now, and yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I can't really think much because that deal is so absolutely bonkers. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna eat under 2,000 calories, and what I normally did at the beginning of the week was I would essentially just eat 100 grams of protein for the one chicken breast, but I'm going to cut it in half so I could eat it like an hour before I train. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to test that out instead of eating everything in my first fast. So the first meal I'm going to eat just breakfast, and it's not really breakfast. It's like it's still intermittent fasting, but I just want to have a meal in the middle. So yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, but yeah, I'm seeing if I should trade in the afternoon. I'm gonna give it a shot once at 6 p.m. Today. I want to try to pass it tomorrow, but I essentially got till Monday, so that's going to be interesting. Just gung-hoing it. Yeah, but what else is there? Yeah, nothing much other than that. Just if I could pass that, then that'll be fantastic. And I don't know. I'm just gonna keep walking until I have anything else more to say other than that. But yeah, I'm gonna try this pasta thing for at least the next couple of days till. So I'm gonna do it definitely today and tomorrow, the pasta. And if my weight still stays below here, if it goes up after those 2 pasta meals, then obviously I'm going to start cutting the pasta out of my diet. I want to see how it responds, but I think it's going to be good. As I mentioned yesterday, I changed my training schedule, so that I essentially do 3 sets, supersets of pull-ups and dips, and those pull-ups and dips are going to essentially be the mainstay every single day. And so starting my workout with that today. But obviously I'm going to do the prehab exercises before I do those exercises. And I've been also looking up on different training methods that powerlifters use. Even though I'm not going to be doing deadlifts, squats, and the bench press, I'm going to look at the methods they use, so that I can start implementing it for my dip and dip and pull-up sessions. And so I've been really looking into the Bulgarian method, and I want to make a modified version for myself. Now, what the Bulgarians apparently did was train to failure, or close to failure, pretty much every single day with your main lifts. Now, obviously, I'm gonna not do it like that. I'm gonna kind of modify it a little bit, where I'm thinking once I hit 3 reps or on one of my lifts, I'm gonna start increasing the weight. So yesterday I did 4 of 2 chains, which is 32 pounds. So I'm gonna instantaneously now today do 3 chains and see if I could get 3. If I could get 3, I'm gonna put 4 chains on my neck, and then the second set. So the first set is gonna be without weight. The second set is going to be with like straight to 3 chains, and then the last rep is going to be 4 chains. So that's what's going to be done today. And once I'm able to do 4 chains for 3 reps, I'm going to start adding 10 pounds each for the first set. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit modified of the Bulgarian version. So I'm going to try to see if I try that for a couple of weeks, and see how my body responds. I may have to have some more rest days, but I've been looking at a lot of people that's been doing like pull-ups and I guess push-ups every day. I clips on that, and people tend to do it. There's some people that do that, and so I think it's going to be beneficial for me to stay consistent. I'm just going to have 1 rest day. So 3 days I'm going to train planche and front lever. But I think next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it 4 times a week and make, I guess, Tuesdays my quote-unquote rest days, where I just do that. So yeah, I think I have my plan set up. I actually removed some exercises, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do, because I really want to get the front lever really badly. So I'm going to up the frequency to 4 times a week and rest for like just 3 days of quote-unquote rest is what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's the plan. What else is there? I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell and what I plan on doing. It's going to be interesting to see how my body responds, but I still leave a couple of reps in the tank when I do these exercises, and so going to essentially so I'm gonna try to do it, because I know that when I was during the reps, so once I hit 3 reps, I plan on increasing the load. So once I hit 3, So it's like a modified version where, because I know if I do more than like 5 reps, I get exhausted. And so because I'm doing so much volume with low reps, my energy is not going to be expended as much as what I realized. Because if you do too many reps, what I realize is you're not really training for the 1 rep. And so, yeah, that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. I'm going to kind of play around with it. And I'm not exhausted when I do the things, but if I do get exhausted, I'm going to do a deload week where I do like half the reps with no weights kind of thing. But right now, I'm not feeling anything. So keep in mind, I know I mentioned this in the other podcast where I was using a body weight. I was usually above 200 pounds above, and I was doing pull-ups every day. I was doing a few reps with the extra 20 pounds, but with lighter weights. So my tendons must be super like understanding and built in a certain way where I could now kind of weather that kind of load. So that's why I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it and see the results, because I really want to get to the point where I could max out at 75% of my body weight instead of the 50, because the 50% you need to do 5 reps, but my rationale is I'm going to keep it to a maximum of 3 reps. Once I hit 3 reps, then I want to go straight to increasing the weight. It's a specialized method that I created for myself based on all the literature that's out there, and I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the way. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how this pans out. It's actually something that I personally created for calisthenics. Looking at all the protocols that are currently out there, I believe that's the way to do it. I'm not actually training for hypertrophy in my back. I'm just purely going for strength at this point for the back. The only place, as I mentioned in previous podcasts, the hypertrophy that I'm aiming for is my abs. That's it. Just the abs is hypertrophy. So I'm going to keep the rep ranges to around up to 12. Once I hit 12, I'm going to start putting ankle weights, because one of my main exercises for the abs is the toes to bar. It also translates to better front lever progress. So once I hit 12 reps, and I'm going to do 3 sets of those every day. Once I hit 12 reps, I'm going to add ankle weights to myself. If I could do 12 reps for 3 sets, that's if I could only do like 10 on the 3rd set, then I'm going to not do ankle weights, obviously. I'm going to just keep on going to 12 for the first. Once I hit 12, then 2nd set 12, and then 3rd set, if I hit 11, nope, I'm going to still keep at the 12. And once I hit 12, as soon as I hit that, I'm going to add ankle weights. And I'm going to do those 3 sets every single day. This is basically my new routine. So after this week, I'm going to train for planche and front lever 4 times a week. And that's going to be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to, on those days, I start off with the planche and the front lever progressions. And then I do the push-up and pull-up and dip progressions, followed up by toes to bar, and those are 3 sets, by the way, and followed by toes to bar, and Jefferson curls for 3 sets. I superset them. I'm basically going to be supersetted, and then after that, I'm going to do one arm hangs, and support rings turns out holds for 3 sets. And then one of those days, usually I guess on my rest day, which is going to be Wednesday, I'm just going to do lateral raises. to replace one of the workouts. And then I'm going to do also, more hamstring stretches because I want to get a better pike. I want to make sure I'm able to have my nose touch my knees on a consistent basis. So that's why I'm working on the Jefferson curls really aggressively as well on a daily basis. And yeah, that's the workout plan that I intend on doing. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it turns out in a couple of months. I'm going to adjust it accordingly based on how I feel, my body feels. And generally speaking, I'm going to try to leave at least one rep in the tank in every single exercise. I'm not going to push it too much. Try to maybe leave even two. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of play around with it. Once I hit around 15, I guess 12 dips for 3 sets, I'm going to go straight to ring dips. I think that's appropriate. Ring dips are going to be able to recruit my muscles because that's why I've been training the support hold for such a long time. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of still tweak my workout routine, but it's becoming more solidified now. So my dip strength is going to be, my pull-up strength is going to be really strong. And the reason why I want to do the weighted pull-ups is because I'm really going aggressive to improving my front lever and my one arm pull-up. I want to have the ability to, and they did the math. There was like whatchamacallit, I can't even think right now. Basically a poll from this guy named Frink's Movement, where if you could do 75% of your body weight, generally speaking, you could do a one-arm pull-up. But obviously you still have to train for the one-arm pull-up, but at that point, your tendon strength is strong enough to kind of train for it. I don't want to, like I said, risk any kind of injury. So that's why I'm kind of being easy in the way I'm trying to go towards it. So there's different people saying different things. Obviously, in order to get good at the one-arm pull-up, you have to do the one-arm pull-up. So what I am going to do is, after I could hold the one-arm hang for 30 seconds, I'm going to start working on my basically my scapular. I'm gonna do scapular pulls with the one arm, because that's the most important part of the movement. I'd say 20 seconds. You know what? Let me give myself 20 seconds, because 30 seconds is a little bit too much, in my opinion. So I'm gonna just do 20 seconds, and then once I could hold 20 seconds, it'll give me enough time to kind of work the scapular pulls with the one arm, which is the strongest part of the movement in the one arm pull-up. And so I'm going to train that, and yeah, that's the plan. And I'm going to train apparently you have to train like 2 times a week or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I just know that there's people that do pull-ups every day, and I know people that do squats every day, for instance, and deadlifts and like certain like movements every single day. So apparently the Bulgarian method, people work for 8 hours, and I'm not going to do 8 hours. I'm just going to work out for 2 hours every day, which is not, so yeah, that's what's different for me and the Bulgarian method. I'm just basically making a modified version of it, where I do things every day, have 1 day of complete rest. It's going to be active resting. Most likely I'm going to do some stretching, do some prehab work. But because I'm doing a lot of pull, what I'm going to do is I have this thing called, it's from the company TheraBand, where in the past I used to have some golfer's elbow like feelings, like it felt weird, so I used to do those prehab exercises, and they fixed it, and I never had problems since, thank God. But I'm going to do those every single day, basically prehab work, to make sure that I don't get injured, make sure I properly warm up, and that's going to be the main, I guess, a mainstay in my whole workout thing. But yeah, that's a plan of action. So yeah, that's pretty much. I pretty much said everything that I need to say for now. I want to thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode of While We Walk.